In this video, we're going to go over some of the top problems that we found on this generation Subaru Outback. Now on this vehicle, you're going to find that you have an issue with the auto function of the windows. Now this is how the window should work. You press the button, it goes all the way down. You press it again in the upward position, it's going to go all the way up. If for some reason it didn't function and it only goes up or down incrementally, you may have to reprogram or replace different parts. Common parts that may need to be replaced would be the window switch, the motor, or even the regulator. The next problem we're going to talk about is a shuddering while you're driving. This is going to be coming from the driveline, the transmission specifically. This is typically going to occur when you're driving at a low speed, approximately 15 to 20 miles an hour under light acceleration. You're going to feel a little bit of a shake or a shudder throughout the entire passenger compartment. On this particular vehicle, you want to make sure that you check your transmission fluid and replace it as necessary. Bad fluid can cause this issue. Other than that, you want to refer to the dealer and have them thoroughly diagnose and replace as necessary. Now for our next several problems, we're going to be under the hood and we're going to talk about some fluids here. For the first fluid we're going to talk about having an issue would be the coolant. Now as far as the coolant's concerned, it's supposed to cool the engine. The coolant leak on this particular vehicle is known to be an internal coolant leak, and if you have one, you're going to find you have white smoke making its way out the tailpipe, coolant making its way into the engine combustion chamber. And if that's the case, you've got a serious issue and it needs to be serviced. These vehicles are also known to have severe engine oil leaks, whether it's external or internal. As far as the external leak, commonly it's going to be a valve cover gasket leak. You're going to see a little bit of oil either on the engine itself or possibly dripping on the ground. As far as the internal engine oil leak, it could be either a head gasket leak or the piston rings. The piston rings are supposed to prevent the oil from making its way into the combustion chamber. If it does make its way in there, it's going to get burnt up and shot out the tailpipe, and typically you're going to see blue smoke. And if that's the case, it needs to be diagnosed and fixed. These vehicles also have a problem with their O2 sensors. The good news about this is they're right out in the open, right down along the front of the engine here. In this area, we can see the upstream O2 sensor, which is your air-fuel ratio sensor. And right over here, that's the downstream O2 sensor. Now the upstream O2 sensor, or the air-fuel ratio sensor, is the one that most commonly has a problem on these vehicles. It might get cracked, and if that's the case, you're going to find you have a check engine light, a running condition, and more than likely, poor fuel economy. Either way, you definitely want to diagnose it. If you need one, replace them as a pair. They're both in the same area, order them from us, we're going to ship them right out to you.